Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning into the PG show where, hey, we talk about all things college football. And we've talked about Deion Sanders, Colorado University a lot lately. And here's the deal. As Deion Sanders is trying to corral a roster together with one of the worst Power 5 programs of the recent year, you would expect he's going to be able to turn it around pretty quickly. And today I am joined by one of his recruits for the 2023 class, Jordan Hall. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited for next year already. Deion made me excited in less than 24 hours for the 2023 season. So, as an OU fan, I had to endure that all year last year with our coaching turnover. So, I guess just gonna have to sit through it all off season again. But I want to go ahead. We're gonna break the ice a little bit. Pineapples on pizza. What's your opinion on that?
It don't belong on pizza at all. It doesn't belong on pizza at all. That's a terrible topping.
So, if you had to take
Terrible.
one pizza topping, what would you take?
Pepperoni. Easy.
Pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni
Pepperoni
pizza.
pizza.
All right. Well, y'all go ahead, jump down in the comments below. Let us know what you guys think. What's your favorite topping on pizza? But Jordan, go ahead and just tell us a little bit more about yourself, right? Your it looks like a 3-star, and if I get any of this wrong, please correct me. I'm just reading it off 247. 3-star offensive tackle out of Columbus, Ohio. You were previously committed to Jackson State, but go ahead, give us a little more insight to just who Jordan Hall is, and a little bit of why you decided to decommit from Jackson State and go over to Colorado.
Um, I decided to decommit and go to Colorado because I wanted to play for prom. I wanted to. I wanted to. I want to be a part of history.
So you see what he's doing at Colorado and what he's done at Jackson State as changing the game of college football.
Yes, sir.
So, so when you look at what you guys are able to bring in this 2023 class, in terms of, I mean, you're not just changing a program, right? You're changing the direction of a conference with Pac-12, who, I mean, a lot of people would say is pretty much dead with USC and UCLA leaving the Big Ten. How are you trying to help make an impact now that you're committed to Deion at Colorado off the field on the recruiting trail?
You said off the field.
Yeah.
Uh, Impact. That's a great question.
Like, are you out there trying to potentially go out there and recruit other guys, anybody that, you have connections with, trying to lure them in over with you to Colorado?
Yeah, I may I may drop a little occasional text that they know where home is at sometimes. If I think they should be a part of the squad,
Hey, and what does it take to be a part of Deion Sanders' squad? Because obviously you're committed. You know what it takes. What does it take to be a part of his squad?
hard work, consistency, and a passion for the game.
So take us a little bit more into the recruitment of Deion, right? So going to Jackson State, that is not a place where I would just see a lot of people wanting to go because it's not necessarily a Power 5 program, and it's not going to get, that high of looks. You originally were committed there, and now you're going to Colorado. Give us some more insight to just that recruitment and how Deion has been able to sway not only you, but just other kids to be able to follow him wherever he goes.
I think he'll able to do that because people see what he's doing, and people want to be a part of that. Like they want to be a part of history. So I think that plays a big part of it.
Yeah, and how do you feel about Deion basically, showing up to a Colorado players meeting and basically telling them, hey, if you're not ready to compete, there's the door because I want winners. I want competitors. As a
Uh,
recruit, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it don't make me feel any type of way. It was like when I first saw it, like, I was shocked he said it. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I was shocked he said it. And then, but you gotta compete anywhere you go. So that's just college
Yeah.
football.
Well, and I mean, come on, you would expect that coaches probably say that all the time, but it's behind closed doors and it's not on
Yeah.
the scale like what Deion puts it at. So, you know, what are some of your expectations as you head into a season with Colorado where listen, the schedule's not easy. You guys got to start the season by
Yeah.
going to TCU, and then you come home play Nebraska, and then you go to just a
Yeah.
brutal conference schedule. Well, I guess what are your expectations for the team going into 2023, and then after that, tell us a little bit about your just what you have expectations for yourself going into college football.
Um. Uh. Mine for the team is, I know it might be like a little hard at first, to like, we got to build chemistry and stuff. We got to get to know each other, and then it's obviously not going to be easy trying to get a winning record, but I know that we can pull it off with the help of Deion Sanders for sure. And then mine, just like for myself, going into college football, like I was talking to my coach about it. Like I'm gonna be going against Drum, man. So I know this not gonna be like an easy journey. It's probably gonna be times where like I want to give up, but I'm gonna have to just fight through it and just be consistent.
Yeah. So has there potentially, been any thoughts about like what you want your future or like like in the future when you're looking back at your career at Colorado with Dion, what have you thought about that looking like if you were to look back 4 years from now, right, wherever you're at, what
Uh,
do you want to be able to reflect on at Colorado?
I want to be known as one of the best offensive linemen to ever come out of Colorado. Like, I would want people to know who I was and like what I did at Colorado for like years to come.
Now, you actually been able to take a visit to Colorado? Have you actually been there, seen their facilities and everything, or do you plan to take a visit later on?
I plan to take a visit later on.
Okay, I bring that up because Colorado, I think, has some actually incredible facilities, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have a wall of like they're all Americans or whatever it is, and they've actually had a pretty good offensive tackle at Colorado. So talking about how you want to be one of the best offensive linemen ever to come out of Colorado, it's a big feat to go take from them.
I know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was. Yeah, I was. My coach was telling me about that. Yeah, I know. It's not going to be easy, but I'm ready to
But you
work for
like
it
a
though.
challenge. But you
Yeah,
like the challenge.
it
And
wouldn't be
you know
fun if it
what?
was easy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't easy. And listen, I'm sure if Dion heard you say that, right, he'd be like, "Yeah, I like that." The
Yeah,
kid wants to go out there. He wants to challenge himself. He wants to make himself better, and he wants to be great. And that's something that necessarily you don't hear from a lot of people anymore. And so it's great that you have that mindset going in. So as far as your recruitment goes, stepping away from Deion Sanders in Colorado and Jackson State, um, what does that recruitment look like outside of those schools? What other schools have recruited you? Did you potentially consider going somewhere else before, or was it just it was Deion or bust?
like, are you talking about like did I consider going somewhere else? It was before. Are you talking about like after I decommitted?
Yeah, after you decommitted, or even before you committed to Jackson State, right? I'm looking at all your offers on 247, right? You got some from Penn State, Marshall, Ohio, Miami, right? Give us, I mean, just a little more insight to that recruitment. And, did you potentially think about going somewhere else outside of just, wherever Dion went?
Uh, I I I didn't think about going nowhere else. In my head, I knew that I wanted to play for Dion in college. So like I was already set on playing for him.
Yeah. So give us a little insight as a recruit. What's the appeal to play with Dion Sanders? Like, why does Travis Hunter and Jordan Hall and all these people want to go play for Deion over maybe going to a different school that's maybe a little bit more established?
Uh, I think it's the it's the image he projects, and everybody just wanted to be a part of history. Like we're gonna make history next year for sure.
Yeah, no, y'all are definitely going to make history. And I think everybody's just excited to see what Colorado can potentially put out in year one. But I got to ask, on your recruitment, did you have any funny or bad recruiting experiences with anybody? Do you have any recruiting stories that you would like to share?
What you mean? Like did I take a bad visit ever?
Yeah,
Like you
like
mean
yeah, like did you go somewhere and you were just like, oh no, like I was talking to somebody the other day and he went to NC State and like the NC State coach basically told him like, oh yeah, like we're gonna love to have you here, but well, you'll probably never see the field. And like, why would
what
you
he
say
told
that
him?
to a recruit on a recruiting visit?
I mean, yeah, I understand. I mean, yeah. It was this one time I went to I think it was Toledo. I think yeah. And it had nothing to do with the staff and the program or anything. It was the weather. Like the weather was so bipolar. I think like when we got there, it was hot. It was a hot, but like it was warm. And we went inside the facilities and stuff. By the
Mm-hmm.
time we came out, it was like full fledged snowing. But like I ain't have no big jacket on, so the cold air and the wind was like just like blowing through my clothes.
Okay. You're from Ohio though, so you're used to it, right? Or were you just like,
Yeah,
oh no, this was a
I'm
sticker
used
shock to
to it,
me?
but like I ain't think that would happen in Toledo. I thought that was a Columbus thing,
Or
but
just a Columbus thing. Was
yeah,
there ever any like hope? So being from Columbus, right? Oh, obviously Ohio State is just that team in the state of Ohio. Was there any hope that Ohio State would potentially throw you an offer and give you a look, or did
yeah.
you not grow up being an Ohio State fan?
I didn't grow up being a Ohio State fan. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I had I had hope getting the offer over the summer because I was going to the camps and like they was like what they were saying, but it just never worked out, or like it just never happened.
Yeah, so I saw that you got an offer from Penn State. That's huge. Penn State's one of the they have one of the biggest stadiums in actually the world. I think
Yeah,
it's like in top, I think seven stadiums in the world. Did you ever get to take an official there? And if you did, what was that like?
nah, I didn't take one yet, or
You
not
didn't.
yet, but I didn't take one
All right. Yeah. Well,
because
you are definitely. No, go ahead.
by the time like I got there for camp and stuff or whatever, and like whatever, and like I met the coaches, like I think they was already full, so it was just it was just too late. It was just bad timing.
Yeah, bad timing. So a little bit more into, I guess it's not a part of the recruitment, but your recruit and you have got to watch NIL completely unfold in front of us. What does NIL mean to you as a recruit going into college? And, how do you expect that to potentially develop as the years go?
I mean, right now, it really don't mean nothing to me. I just want to play football, honestly. But like I know that it's going to play a part in my college career, so I'm out. Like I'm looking forward to it.
So you're going to be on the team next year. What team in the Pac-12 are you most excited to play? Are you excited to go to sunny California on the West Coast? Or are you looking maybe to see, Stanford and, play in that pretty forest? Or where are you looking
Oregon,
at playing at?
Oregon,
Oregon?
for sure, Oregon. I was growing up. I was a big Oregon fan, like like an extreme Oregon fan growing up. But
Their uniforms are
yeah,
sick.
yeah. I'd be looking forward to that game the most.
Hey, I think you guys get to go to Eugene next year. Actually, I think you guys go to Eugene, Oregon.
Hopefully, I didn't check and see it, but I, w- I will though. Hopefully we do though, because I do want to see that stadium in person.
Yeah, no, you guys do. I'm looking at it right now. Next year, you guys get to go to Eugene, Oregon. It's gonna be week 7. Yeah, week 7 or 8. You guys get to go there. So, right after you guys come off playing USC, so that's gonna be a fun little event. Travel out there. Eugene's pretty. You'll love it out there. So go ahead and as we start to wrap up here, what are just some of your goals that you have for yourself wrapping up? I'm assuming you're done with the football season where you're at, but what are
Yeah.
some of the goals that you have for yourself as you prepare to head into college? And then what is just one goal that you have for yourself next year when you get to Colorado?
Uh, a goal I have to make sure for myself is to be a potential starter or be a starter.
Hey, it's probably going to happen. You're probably going to be hitting that field because Shadir, I think I said his name right. I know people are going to jump in the comments like they did last night and
Yeah.
tell me I got it wrong. But
Yeah.
listen, Shadir's going to need a good offensive line, and Colorado did not have it this past season. So I have no doubt that you'll probably be able to hit the starting lineup in that field this year. So, how do you prepare your body from going from the high school level to college football? Not even just college football, the Power Five college football level. How are you working on preparing your body before you get there?
um, Training a lot of training, a lot of you know, just like just trying to stay active, just training, working out, just stuff like that. Cause I'm currently playing basketball. You know, that's good cardio.
That I played basketball, and listen, you got to be in some pretty good, incredible shape there. So, well, I appreciate you coming on. Go ahead, and if you got anything else, I'll give you a little bit of time.
I'm not, I'm all good.
All right. Hey, well, thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like and the subscribe button. Let us know what you guys are thinking about the 2023 class for the Colorado. And are you guys excited to see what Colorado is going to be able to bring to the field in 2023?